Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to create Venn diagrams for 3 sets. Now we are given 4 sets here, including the universal set, which contain elements starting from A through J, and then we have 3 other sets named A, B and C, which are formed using the elements from the universal set. Now on the right hand side I have a structure of the Venn diagram. The rectangular box will contain elements from the universal set, and within the box, the rectangle, we have 3 circles representing each of these sets. So the purple circle representing set A will hold elements from set A. Then we have the red circle representing set B will hold elements from set B, and then the green circle is for the elements from set C. Now, we see that these circles are intersecting, and these intersecting circles form 8 distinct regions. So I'm going to go ahead and number each of these regions. All right, so we discussed that the intersecting circles form 8 distinct regions. Well, actually not really 8, it forms 7 distinct regions within the circles, and the other 8th region is outside of these circles. All right, so but for the time being I'll write 8 distinct regions. All right, which includes the region outside the circle, so to speak. All right, so the way we go about numbering the regions is start from the top and move from the left to the right, and then go down the next level and then the bottom level. So the first region will be region 1, which will be a part of the purple circle, and then region 2, region 3, and then we go down 1 level to region 4, and then region 5, region 6, and then below is region 7, and finally region 8 is actually outside the circles but within the box. That's region 8. All right, so region 8 will hold elements which do not belong to any of the sets A, B or C. Right? Now, before we go about filling in the elements into the different regions of the Venn diagram, let's make some observations about the different regions. All right. Now, we see that region 5 is the innermost intersection. All right. And it is the intersection point of all 3 sets. That means region 5 is going to hold the elements that are common to set A, B, and C. All right, and then we have region 2, which is the intersection between set A and set B. So it's going to hold elements common to set A and B. Region 4 is going to hold elements common to set A and set C. And then region 6, elements common to set B and C. It's the intersection between set B and set C and vice versa. All right. And then we have the outermost regions, which region 1 is going to hold elements that are unique to set A. 3 is going to hold elements that are unique to B. And region 7 is going to hold elements that are unique to C. And region 8 is going to hold elements that are not contained in any of the 3 sets. All right. Now, the rule of thumb is always start with region 5. So we are going to start by filling in the values into region 5, which is the intersection of all 3 sets, and then we are going to move outwards. All right. So to fill in the values into region 5, we have to look for common values between set A, B, and C. So if we scan through the elements of each of these sets, we see that C is the common element, correct? C is the common element between all three sets, and I don't think any other elements are common to all three. So I'm going to write the letter C inside region 5. And once I'm done writing the element there in region 5, I'm going to cross C out from all three sets because we are done with it, and also from the universal set, because if we do that, then it'll be easier for us to fill in the elements in the rest of the sets as we go along. All right. Now I'm going to go to region 2 and see what is common between set A and B, and I'm going to put in all the elements over there. So between A and B, the common elements are D, correct? D is common to both, and G is common to A and B as well. So I'm going to write D and G in region 2, D and G. And after I've done that, I'm going to cross out D, G, and also in the universal set. All right. So C, D, G crossed out. Now we will go to region 4. That's the intersection between between set A and set C. All right. So A and C is what we are looking at this point. What is common to both? E isn't. What else? H isn't. I is, right? I is the only one that's common to both A and C. So I'm going to write I in region 4, and I'm going to cross that out from all three sets, meaning the universal set as well. All right. Now let's look at what's common between set B and set C. That's region 6. We are going to fill in the values in region 6. So that means we are looking at sets B and C. So A isn't common, C isn't common, nothing is common, correct, between B and C. So that's going to remain empty. That region is going to remain empty. All right. So what next? This is just going to remain empty. Nothing is going to be there. Let's just keep it empty instead of putting a null. All right. Now we go to filling out the other regions, region 1. So region 1 is a part of set A. So what is remaining in set A? Set A has E and H remaining. So we are going to just fill in those values and see. It helps at this point to figure out or to fill in the remaining values, because all the others are crossed out, only E and H remains. So I'm just going to write E and H in region 1. Region 3 will contain the elements unique to B, all right, unique to the set B, and that's just A, all right. And so I'm going to cross out the A, and I'm also going to cross out E, H from the universal set as well. All right, I crossed out E, H if those are taken care of. And then for A is also taken care of from B, we cross that out. And then from C, what is remaining? F and J, correct? So I'm going to fill in F and J in region 7, cross it out from C, and cross it out from the universal set as well. So what remains now? Everything else is crossed out except B. All right, so B is not part of any of these three sets, A, B, or C. So B is going to be written inside the rectangular box. It's not a part of any of these sets. All right, so this is how we go about working with Venn diagrams of three sets. All right. I just wanted to add a quick addendum to something I misspoke when I was comparing sets B and C to find the common element. I said that C was not common to the sets Well, it is common, of course, but since C is common to all the three sets and we had already dealt with it and placed it in region 5 to start with, we had crossed it out. We do not need to reconsider it. We can disregard it and just consider the ones that were not crossed out at that time. All right. So I just wanted to rectify that and make sure there wasn't any confusion in your understanding. Okay.